tinatanong lang namin parang, is there a why as to why you continue to push forward with this agenda?
For me, it's wanting to. Well, I started first was like, I wanted to show people that vegan food was definitely doable. That it's not just like salads and like very like plain like vegetables. That it was something that you could enjoy like on a day-to-day basis. Like even if you're not vegan, like for me, it was always just trying to show people like, hey, vegan is doable, and you don't have to be vegan to enjoy vegan food. So I think some people like their fears on being vegan, especially like, coming from like an Asian background. Like I know a lot of like other Koreans, like Japanese, Vietnamese. Like we really grew up with a lot of our cultural meals, like cultural foods. Na we were scared that hey, if we went vegan, like we wouldn't be able to enjoy like the food we grew up eating. But I think that was like the main goal I had was to veganize like the food I grew up eating, to show that like hey, you can be Filipino, you can be Chinese, and you can still enjoy like the food you grew up eating. So I really wanted to veganize, let's say like adobo. Let's say like you make the usual like salt and pepper tofu. I also
Yeah,
really love
yeah.
like ramen and stuff. So for me, it's really more of just showing people that you can still enjoy the food you enjoy, but like in a plant-based version. So for me, I think that was
Mm.
the main goal to the things I do. And for me, it's also the community. Like I really like value the community, like the vegan community. Like you don't not necessarily just all vegans, but like just the community of people who love food and who like sharing about the stuff they eat. Because I've talked to a lot of people who aren't vegan, but they're like, oh, I love trying out vegan food and even like vegan ramen, like vegan sisig. Like not necessarily like, oh, you can only eat that if you're vegan. So it's nice hearing it from people who aren't vegan but still enjoying vegan food. So it gives you like sometimes like that sense of fulfillment that hey, people appreciate my food even if you're not vegan. Because that was usually my fear from the start. Like when you share something out in the world, like for you sometimes it tastes good, but like people have different palates. So what could taste good for you doesn't taste good for them. So sometimes that's my fear. It's like when I put something out, people try it and they're not happy with it. So I think if you
Mm.
like see some of my recipes, a lot of it is like easily like just like too easily customizable. Like I always say there, like you can adjust everything to your taste. You can add more of this, add more of that, depending on how you want it. You want it spicier, you want it sweeter, you want it saltier, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's for me really just the community, the people, and like like wanting to inspire other people.